My friend, 2 days before, the news had been published in the Dainik Bhaskar that there will be a 60-40 selection procedure in the recruitment of a teacher in the senior secondary and secondary schools in Bihar. And thereafter, there was a fear among this merit student, and that's why regularly I'm getting a call from my merit friend. Today I'm live only for that I'm sure you that this is impossible. This is impossible to ignore a merit candidate. This is impossible. This is impossible. So first upon, there's no need to worry about that. There's no need to worry about that. My dear friends, we are struggling on the street of the Patna for more than 1 year. You know very well about that. I came into existence in the month of July 2021 from the Gandhi Maidan. There was a historic protest against the government. That was the historic. That was the historic. And that was the first protest from the merit side. And that was the amazing. My dear friends, we all the merit friends, we all the merit candidate had represented very well in the protest held in the month of the July 2021. And after that, we are protesting on the floor of the Patna, on the street of the Patna. My dear friend, when I came into existence in the month of July 2021, there was a perception among the people of this great state that there is an injustice with a student of the not merit category. They have no idea about the merit. They have no idea about the advertisement number PR 373/2019. There was no idea. And this is our responsibility. This is our responsibility to put this view among the people of this great state. And of course, in the month of August and September 2021, we represented, we put our view in front of the people of this great state, and successfully we delivered our thought that what is the meaning of merit and not merit, and what is the meaning of the advertisement PR 373/2019. And thereafter, the scenario had been changed. And thereafter, we are protesting. My dear friends, we had protested against the government very strongly in the month of the June. Approximately, we protested more than 25 days. And this was a protest against the government. And this was the message to the government that this is impossible to ignore a merit candidate. This is impossible to ignore the merit candidate. And that's why I'm sure you that government is trying to test you. The government is trying to check you that what is your response? What is your response? Government is thinking that if you will listen, that there will be a 60-40 procedure, there will be a 60-40 recruitment procedure in the senior secondary and the secondary schools in the government of Bihar. What will be your response? I think this was the intention of the government to check you. And everything is clear now. There is a strong protest against the merit candidate, that we are not going to accept this 60-40 formula. We will protest against the government if government will introduce the 60-40 formula. My dear friend, I'm getting a various call from yesterday onwards, and there is a fear among the merit candidate that what will happen now? What will happen now? Is this possible? Is this possible, a 60-40? If this will be possible, or the 60-40 formula, there will be a great injustice to the merit candidate. This is a fear among the merit candidate. My dear merit friends, don't worry about that. We have protested against the government strongly, and once again, I'm sure you that if there will be a 60-40 formula, we will sacrifice our life in front of the Sachivalaya, and we are not going to tolerate this. We are not going to tolerate this. We will not tolerate this. There will be one formula. The first one, the government will have to take all the merit candidate on the basis of the STET marks, and thereafter, if you want to take more candidate, go for the not merit. We have no problems. We have no problems. This is our demand. This is our demand. And one more demand we have, that where is the process? Where is the process to select a not merit candidate in the world? Where is the process? Where is the system in the existence to select a not merit candidate? We have to send this message among the great people of this state. My dear friends, this is impossible to select a not merit candidate. So don't worry about that. We know how to protest against the government. There's no need to learn. We know how to protest. And I'm assure you that I will sacrifice my life for the merit. If there will be need to die, I will die. I'm sure you that I will die. I will die for this merit candidate. I will be happy if I will be behind the bar for this merit. I have no fear. If I will go to jail, I will be proud. I will feel proud. So don't worry about that. I know very well that how to protest against the government. I have already protested against the government for more than 10 times. And one more times, I'm assuring you that there's no need to fear. There's a one responsibility we have. There's a need to ready for the protest. If the government will try to introduce the 60-40 formula, if the government will try to ignore the merit candidate, we have no options other than to protest against the government. And this time, we will protest against the government near the Sachivalaya. We will protest against the government near the Sachivalaya. This will be do and die situation for us. We don't want to protest against the government for a long time. We want to go for do and die. And definitely we'll go for do and die, my dear friends. We'll go for do and die. And personally, I'm assuring you that I have no fear. I have no fear. If there will be need to die, I will die. Anil will die. If there will need to sacrifice a life, the Anil will sacrifice mine. Anil will sacrifice the life. I'm sure with that. So you need to not to worry about that. One more point. Various friends from all the 38 districts of this great states are calling me. And they are asking only one question they have. That Anil bhai, what is going to be happen? What is going to be happen, and what is a matter of the 60-40 formula? Is this a true? Is this a true? And you know very well, some of my friends had already gone to meet Mr. Deepak Kumar, Additional Chief Secretary, Education Department, and there was a reply from the Additional Chief Secretary. There is a reply from the Additional Chief Secretary that this is not our formula. We had not spoken to Adainik Bhaskar to publish this news, so we are not responsible for that. This was the reply from the Additional Chief Secretary. So you need to not to worry about that. But one more points. This is not a fake news. This is not a fake news. The government is trying to check us. The government is trying to test us. That what are situations we have. What are situations we have. We are sensible or not? We are sensible. We are sensible, and we are not going to accept this. We will not accept this till the end of our life. We will accept only one point, that government will have to go with the merit candidate. This is first and the last demands, and we are not going to tolerate anymore. If government want to take a mood candidate, definitely government should go for a not merit candidate. But how can you ignore a merit? Because we have a certificate of the merit. We have a certificate of the merit. There is a clearly mention on the certificate that you are in the merit. So how can you change this merit? And how can you take a not merit candidate? My dear friends, this is my demand. But finally, but finally, a lot of not merit candidates are supporting STET marks. A lot of candidates, not merit, are supporting STET marks basis selection process. And that's why we are not going to tolerate this. We will fight till the end of my life. So don't worry, we relax and ready for the protest. If there will be a need, we'll go for a call. We will protest against the government near the Sachiwale this time. No more Gardani Bagh. No more Gardani Bagh. We will protest against the government near the Sachiwale, and this will be a do and die. Government will have to respond. So this was my points. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll speak more on these issues. Thank you very much. Good night.